If you think the smartest move when buying a home is always putting 20% down, this episode may completely change how you look at the numbers. Welcome back to the Loan Caddy Podcast. This is episode 9, and I'm William Ware, the Loan Caddy. Before we jump in, quick reminder. If you ever want to walk through your own situation, you can call or text me directly at 321-917-7716. I'm always happy to help. On this show, we talk about lending the way a caddy talks about golf. Not just how far you can hit the ball, but where you should aim. And today, we're talking about down payments. More specifically, how to think about your down payment in a way that keeps your finances strong after you buy the home. In the last episode, we talked about what actually gets buyers approved: income, debt structure, assets, credit profile, and loan structure. Today, we're zooming in on one piece of that equation that buyers stress about more than almost anything else: the down payment. A lot of buyers believe that they must put 20% down to buy a home, and that belief alone keeps many people from moving forward. The reality is that lending is much more flexible. 20% down used to be the traditional benchmark in the mortgage world, but today there are several ways to buy with far less. Conventional loans allow as little as 3 to 5% down, FHA loans allow 3.5% down, and VA loans and USDA loans for eligible buyers allow 0 down. So the real question is not whether you can put 20% down, the real question is whether you should. Liquidity matters, and cash in the bank gives you flexibility, and that flexibility reduces your overall stress. When buyers use every dollar they have for a down payment, they sometimes leave themselves with very little margin for things like repairs, moving expenses, or just unexpected life events. Strong buyers think about life after closing, not just the moment of purchase. Keeping cash in reserves can be a powerful strategy. Let's imagine 2 buyers are purchasing the same exact home. Buyer 1 puts 20% down and empties most of their savings, where buyer 2 puts about 5% down and keeps a healthy reserve in the bank. Both buyers now own the same property, but only one buyer has the financial cushion to handle a surprise repair, a job change, or an unexpected expense without stress. And that flexibility matters. A larger down payment can lower your overall monthly payment, and that part's true. But focusing only on the payment can hide the bigger financial picture. Sometimes keeping your cash working for you creates a stronger position overall, and this is why down payment strategy should always be a part of a larger plan. There are situations, however, where putting more money down is the right move. If your only goal is to lower your monthly payment, if you only want to reduce risk in retirement, or if you already have strong reserves and plenty of liquidity. The key is alignment, because your down payment should support your financial stability, not undermine it. Strong buyers do not ask one question. They do not ask, how much can I put down? They ask a better question. How much should I put down so I stay financially strong after closing? And that shift in thinking changes everything. So here's the takeaway from today's episode. The goal is not to drain your savings account just to buy a home. The goal is to buy the home and stay financially strong after closing. The right down payment strategy depends on your income, your goals, and how much flexibility you want to keep after you get the keys. If you want help walking through those numbers, I'm always happy to have that conversation. You can call or text me directly at 321-917-7716. Again, that number is 321-917-7716. I'm licensed in Florida, Colorado, and Texas, so if you're buying in any of those markets, I can help you build a clear plan. And if you're working with another lender or in another state, I'm always happy to be a second set of eyes to make sure that you're being taken care of and that the strategy actually makes sense. No pressure, no sales pitch, just clear guidance. Thanks for listening to the Loan Caddy Podcast, and I'll see you on the next hole.